So if you're looking to get into property for the first time, you're looking to make that first investment, you might have the problem that many people have, which is you just don't have the funds. You don't have enough money to get started in your property journey. So there is a way that you can leverage other people's money to buy properties. So you need money to buy property. We know it's an expensive business to be running. It's not cheap to be buying properties, renovating them. But the money that you need to fund that with doesn't have to be your own. So this is the crucial thing. Now, I remember getting started in property. The only way I moved forward in my journey was to leverage other people's money. Back against the wall, it was either leverage other people's money or never get started in property. So I've raised several £1,000,000 now over the years of other people's money to move my journey forward in property. And I've created a win-win scenario where I've paid them a generous interest return, and I have been able to fund those deals that I wouldn't otherwise be able to fund. So how do you do it? What's the secret? What's the ninja negotiation techniques that you're looking for to be able to convince people to invest with you? There's no magic words that you can say that ultimately will persuade someone to invest with you, but it's fairly straightforward. Ultimately, what it is, you have a deal that's good enough. You can't fund that deal yourself, but if you've got, especially the time, the knowledge, the expertise to analyze that deal and to run that refurbishment and ultimately bring it back on the market to sell it on, then you've got something valuable that a lot of people don't have. A lot of people may not have that time, that knowledge, that expertise to make something happen. So if you've got a great deal, they've got money, but they don't have all of those things that you have, that can be a great synergy coming together. So you can leverage other people's money by offering them an interest rate return on money they have sat in the bank, not doing very much at all. So if they're getting just a few percent interest, you can offer them, in some cases, double or more what they're currently getting, then of course it's a great win-win scenario. It's great for them because their money is working harder for them, and it's great for you because you're funding deals that you wouldn't otherwise be able to fund. You can also offer profit share, but be careful that you follow the FCA regulations on that because there's certain rules around offering profit share. You can only offer that to high net worth individuals or sophisticated investors. So that's something that I talk about as well, to make sure you stay compliant with rules around borrowing money. So in most cases, you're probably going to be offering an interest rate return for your investors. But for them, they get money for ultimately investing with you, and you can actually secure that on a property, which is pretty safe bet. As far as investments go, a property is less risky than other asset classes. At least you have something there tangible that you can secure. So if for whatever reason you can't repay them on time, they could actually own that property. So it's offered your investors, or you've offered your investors, a fairly low risk investment in that case, in order to be able to allow them to feel confident to invest with them. So you're giving them what is essentially a first charge on a property, which is what a bank would always insist for if they are giving you a mortgage, for example. So it's the same setup. And there's a reason why banks lend on houses and properties more than they do anything else. It's fairly straightforward, right? It's fairly risk-free for them in most cases. So leveraging other people's money, how do you do it? If you've got little experience, you're thinking, well, who the hell's going to invest in me because I've never done a property deal before? Just remember, not every investor is looking for the same thing. Not every investor looks for someone who has massive amount of experience in every case. Sometimes what's really important to investors is trust, is knowing that their money is protected more than just experience, because it's a risky thing for them to do. At least it's perceived to be quite risky for them to do. It's something that might be uncomfortable. So if you've got a great relationship, you've got trust, that can really go a long way. But also think about how important it is to have a great deal as well. The better the deal, generally speaking, the easier it is for you to find the finance, because you can say to your investor, look, I'm buying this property, whatever the discount is going to be that you're going to achieve, but it's going to be significantly below the market value. Otherwise, there's no point buying it. And you're going to refurbish it and you're going to make this big profit at the end of it. Now, what I teach people to look for is around 20% return investment as your profit on your flip deal. So if you're looking at funding your flips, you might be looking to make around 50K based off of a total spend of around 250, let's say. If it's 300, you're going to make 60K. And so on. It's a 20% return investment. That gives you a strong margin, plenty of profit to be able to repay your investor and enjoy a profit for yourself as well. So the better the deal, the easier it is to get the finance ultimately. And so it's not just about experience. Obviously experience helps, and the more deals you do, the more comfortable you'll be around raising finance. But make sure you find good deals, because when you find a really good deal, generally what I find is the money will follow. I remember going to an auction a few years ago now, and I had a private investor investing with me to fund a couple of deals. And we bought a couple of deals, and I also wanted to buy at that same auction a third property, which I had committed to buy. And my private investor said, well, actually, do you know what? I'm out. I'm comfortable now. I don't want to buy any more than two. So I thought, shit, okay. Don't technically have the money to buy deal number 3. Whoops. So at that point, I had to get resourceful. I had to get resourceful pretty damn quickly, because I was committed under auction terms to buy a property that I have no money to afford. So in the next few days, I found an investor that I probably never would have thought would have been an investor. Just someone I knew, kept in touch with, and happened to have money available to fund the next deal. So you never know where that next investment is going to come from. The key thing is that you're out there networking, talking to people about what you do, and you're creating a win-win scenario. So if you can find a solution for your investor where you can offer them a generous return, more than they're getting at the moment, and the timing works for them, then you are offering a great situation for them where you're making their money work harder for them than it currently is. Great for them, and of course it funds your deal as well. So technically, to sum up, how you can do deals with using zero of your own money is you network, you find great deals, and you ultimately speak to people who have cash waiting to be able to fund that next deal. You can offer them a great return, you can protect their investment in the right way. So use a solicitor, make sure you get a proper partnership agreement drawn up. And that might sound scary the first time you do it, but it's dead easy, it really is. And then ultimately what you'll do is you'll find the way to leverage money so you're not constantly having to use your own money to do deals. The easier it is, well, after a while, it gets easier, should I say, and ultimately it can move you forward in your property journey. So leveraging other people's money is how I got started in property, and it's the only way I move forward in my property journey. And I've raised millions of pounds of other people's money to fund property deals. And I've bought around 40 properties now. So had I not done that, I never would have got started. So hopefully that's useful for you. If so, go ahead, like, subscribe, and you will see me again in the next video pretty soon.